All right, what's going on? So we are getting ready to get this meal prep with our ZaroSports nutrition plan. So first things first, we're gonna go ahead and wash our hands.
We'll start off with our proteins. We got a lot of protein, 96% lean ground beef. We got two of those.
When you go with your beef options, just make sure that it's lean beef. That was 96%. I think the highest I've seen is actually like a 97, possibly like a 97.3. But for the most part, this is very, very common. You should be able to find a 96.4 lean beef.
Yeah. Then we also got, I guess, 92% lean ground chicken and all natural chicken breast. So we'll mix up with those. And then these are also really good, the pollo asado marinated chicken breasts. I like them. They're easy.
Kind of just basically pre-seasoned stuff.
Yeah. So we'll prep all this stuff up ahead of time. We'll make our meals per meal, so we separate. That way it's like no brainer, you just grab, it's already prepared, measured out, good to go. For veggies, we have some fresh broccoli, some wild mushrooms. We're not really mushroom people, but I wanted to try it, so we're gonna try it this week. Sweet potatoes for our carbs to have with our lunches, dinner sometimes. Onion, because it's fun. Some peppers, mini peppers. These are a great size, so they're good to snack on. Holy guacamole, or like the Trader Joe's brand. So guac, it's a good source of fat. I like to add it to some of my meals. We got some spinach. Saute them with our eggs in the morning. Good source of iron. So that's pretty much like what we have to cook up today.
And that's basically what we're gonna do today. We're gonna walk you through kind of like what one of these meal prep sessions looks like. It looks like a lot and it sounds like a lot when you're first getting into one of these plans, but we wanna show you how simple and effective it can be. As you can see, this is not like a ton of ingredients. We keep the meals fairly simple. So let's get to it. Let's make the first meal. What are we making first?
So we'll start off with the sweet potatoes.
So yeah, the idea is to kind of cook everything up and then separate the meals. You can do it one or two different ways. So there's gonna be a way, and you can keep working as I keep explaining this, but you can keep working in one or two different ways. I mean, we've tried both, where you make your meals and then you kind of like bulk it. So you make, you have a container of bulk rice, you have a container of bulk beef, bulk chicken, what have you. Now what ends up happening is you have to always measure out your food before you eat the meal. The more convenient option would be, and this is gonna take a little more time up front, but
That way I might have like chicken and sweet potato one day and then I could have like chicken and rice the next. So it's just not as boring, but it's consistent.
typically when you go do your food shopping, you're gonna have eggs in there as well, whether it be liquid egg whites or large jumbo eggs. I don't realize this, and I tend to tell this a lot to like a lot of the clients. It takes a lot of like mental capacity when you have to think about like, oh man, what am I gonna eat for lunch? Oh man, what am I gonna eat for dinner? Oh man, what am I gonna have in between? And that's where things just start to fall apart. Because you wake up, you're feeling good, right? You have a breakfast, boom, everything's rolling, you're having a good day. You start getting to work and you realize you're running 30 minutes late and you're like, oh crap. But then if I eat, I have to cook. Oh, I don't feel like cooking. Let me just eat something quick. Let me just open up one of those tunas. But oh man, I don't have any rice made. Oh crap. Okay, I'll just eat it with like these French fries that were left over from last weekend's wild wings. You know what I'm saying? Like it gets hard. That's a lot of mental capacity. So you take that hour and a half in between, or to 2 hours, however long it's gonna take you, but it's definitely gonna pay off in the end there. So we got the beef, we got the chicken, we have frozen veggies that were microwaved. I will start measuring these out. So let's get into this. This is what I was getting into earlier about the scale and how when you see this on your plan, when you need to measure things out, ounces, grams, like what have you. I don't want you to get discouraged. I don't want you to kind of like run away from me like, oh God, I have to measure stuff. Yeah, you're gonna need to measure stuff, all right? That's the only way we're gonna get to success here is by measuring. You can't just eat whatever and eyeball it and think that you're doing the right thing. My veggies are gonna be 75 grams per meal. All right, so here's how we do this, right? So you place the item on the scale. All right, typically your scale is gonna have a tare button. So what that means is whatever the weight of the item, the empty item that you're in there, you're gonna start it at 0. So we're gonna tear it out. All right, we're tearing the weight. So now we're starting at 0. So I'm able to now bring in my vegetables and we're gonna measure out. It's already in grams. If I keep pressing here, units, it's gonna change to milliliters, right? Ounces, pounds and ounces, grams, right? So we're at 78, give or take. Just for the purposes of this video, I wanna make it perfect. There we go, 75 grams. And all I did was take that amount out. This is not going to kill you, by the way. But if you want to be precise, yes, go ahead and do it. I went over by a lot. If I'm supposed to be eat 75 grams, I don't want to be all in the 110. But if I say 75 and you got 80 in there, go ahead, leave it. You know, give or take a couple. All right, don't get too crazy either. All right, so we're getting ready to kind of wrap this video up. All our food is done cooking. Our beef, our chicken, our vegetables, my microwave vegetables are done. We just put the rice in the rice cooker. And as I mentioned previously, that's not the only way to get your rice. You can also get your Uncle Ben's 90-second rice. So let's close this out and let's fast forward into the end where you see all of this glory ready and prepped for us to eat.